Is there intelligent alien life? And if so, has the government been covering it up?
What's going on, everyone? Tonight I got Steezo for life, King Chris as usual. We're gonna dive into this whole alien invasion psyop, in my opinion, and I think I share that with both of these fellows. Look, we had this whole. We've been tracking this thing for at least a month now. There was this. I mean, it's completely tinfoil hat. People, not people, but multiple like sites on Twitter and stuff were talking about how there was like a guy from like the 80s, I think. I forgot who it was, but he made some sort of a prediction algorithm to predict different events, and the kind of starting point of this was Joe Rogan interviewing Trump. And that's kind of where it started surfacing. Jordan Crowder on X, who we're actually going to pull up, he started talking about this, and he's one of the more recent guys we started following. I'm really not buying it. So the prediction thing's pretty wild. You guys should look up, if you're watching this, you guys should do your own research and look it up. It is pretty wild that he was able to predict that. But then one of the other predictions was that there's going to be some sort of like war in the sky between UFOs and the military.
Yeah.
It's safe to say that didn't happen.
Yeah.
It was supposed to happen
not yet, at least.
Yeah, not yet. The date could have been wrong, but
yeah.
So if you're in this world that we are in, you follow all this shit. But at the end of the day, like, I was kind of sitting there skeptical already. So tonight we're going to kind of go through all of the different dumping of UFO videos. There is one that Steezo shared with us that I think is pretty compelling, not gonna lie. Just like we just watched it, I was like, oh shit, that's kind of hard to deny in a sense. And first of all, the fact that there is this much coverage happening right now, and that like different mainstream, not only is the government looking into it, but mainstream media is talking about it. You have the situation with New Jersey. That speaks for itself. But when it comes to certain videos, I think there is actual on a small I think there is a level of seriousness that we should take at face value, that like, okay, there might be something happening, and then the government comes in, and government and also other sites and news platforms that start pushing a whole bunch of bullshit to
get
disinformation,
clout,
right?
Disinformation, or just get clout off the whole thing, fake some shit.
Exactly. So I want to pull up one site and or one post from Twitter, and it kind of just lays out a bunch of different UFO things. This is a great example of what I'm talking about, where it's bullshit. That to me looks real goddamn fake, and there's no video, but it's
pictures,
just too on the nail.
The day of pictures like being a thing, or it's hard to, it's almost like it's over, because it has to be video nowadays, or it's just so fucking easily faked, even video. So I mean, it's hard to trust pictures. You know what I mean?
Is that Skid Row? The band?
Fucking really? Was it?
I think so. Below it.
Oh, was this the wrong one? Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, that looks like a Nubian starfighter.
Okay, no. This is the right post. Sorry, for a second I was I was worried. I pulled up the wrong thing.
That looks like a typical shooting star to me.
Yeah, it just looks like a piece of meteorite or comet or something.
Yeah.
Week long,
burning up in the atmosphere.
Yeah, we've been seeing stuff like this.
Fireballs. I've seen fireballs like that before.
That's cool though how it lights up the
Yeah.
sky.
Oh hell yeah, it does.
This one's Central Mississippi. But this is what I'm saying. Random accounts that never talked about this stuff. Because, I mean, all three of us have been on this shit for, like,
What is
more-
this? What is this video?
This
This
is
looks like
This is apparently in Central Mississippi.
people don't know there's fireflies down there that
Yeah.
float around and
But this is what I'm saying. Like, you
Right.
have all these videos from accounts that no one's ever heard of. And like I said, like, we've been on this shit. We follow, like, there are certain accounts, Jay Anderson, Jordan Crowder,
yeah.
you know, a couple other ones that we tend to follow.
This is the downside
I-
of this is the downside of it.
Mhm.
Because shit
Yeah,
like this, it hurts the overall cause
Inspected
of
by the Coast Guard, and they couldn't find anything. The thing is that there were several other suspicious
I will say, Fox News posted that speaks for itself. Again,
ships in the region that they never got to. And Will, it gets worse. Just
Hey,
a couple of
was
months
it-
earlier, there were several mystery drone flights over our nuclear testing range in Nevada, just north of Las Vegas. And again, nothing was done. And it gets even worse. Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported the utility
For you.
yeah, I'm not
these-
going to listen to them talk about
who was
it.
that guy
I'm sorry.
talking? Who was that guy talking?
I don't know.
I think he's just a correspondent. Oh, he's a lieutenant, retired colonel. Colonel.
Okay, okay.
Retired. Okay.
Yeah, and
That's
maybe
important to
worth,
preface who's talking about it.
Yeah.
that's maybe worth looking into who he is. But
People with a
and-
reputation, people with a reputation on the line, I kind of tend to give more leeway to because they have something to lose. You know what I mean?
right, and really why I
Got
wanted
to.
to go through
And
this.
Will, it gets
Really why I wanted to go through this thread is to show that how many different random people are posting about it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is Birmingham, UK. Again, horrible quality video. There's
Well, the zoom on us. What the fuck is that?
yeah, it's
Zoom on cell phones are trash, anyways.
They
dude.
are.
So anytime you try and zoom in on something with a fucking cell phone, it's gonna look like.
I'm gonna
trash.
go out and say that's just another fucking bullshit. Nothing for us to really look at. Okay, this is Katy, Texas. This one I actually kind of, I'm not gonna lie. This one, there's another video of it.
Yeah, this one looked crazy.
Yeah, I posted something before. We might do another separate video individually on this. This apparently was floating above this neighborhood for a couple hours.
Yeah.
So, and this is like an hour from where I live. You know, again, still, it could just 100% be bullshit. It could be a drone. What is this one? Jordan Crowder. And again, we've covered Jordan Crowder before on this channel.
Hmm.
I like some of his theories, but when it comes to this like alien invasion thing, he was full on in, and it kind of discredited him for me.
Yeah, well, people get sucked into shit sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
I agree. He's got some really interesting takes on things, but he pretty shit the bed on this whole alien invasion thing.
Exactly. And this is a great example. This next one, the New Jersey stuff.
Bro, you
I
gotta
mean,
have
dude.
you gotta have some hard fucking evidence if you're gonna go full in on a fucking alien invasion story.
Play the sound on this one.
Oh, play the sound.
Yeah.
Those look like airplanes. I'm sorry.
They showed other ones that were totally airplanes. There's an airport out there. It's got
It's got the red and green lights.
That's
Those are
FAA
signal lights.
FAA
They're
lights. Like you have to have those on a plane.
Yeah.
Wow.
They kind of go slow. They come
Kind of goes
down
fast.
and
It's like a plane.
direction a little.
You can hear the jet engines like a plane.
Yeah.
Look at that. The arm. It's got wings swept back.
That's a fucking plane, dude. Come on now. Dude.
That's a plane.
I
There's so
remember this. I remember this post now. Dude, there were people in the comments trying to cope, saying that the aliens are trying to comfort us by taking the form of things that we're comfortable with in the sky or some shit like that, man. It was fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And look, we are the epitome of I want to believe. We
Oh, yeah.
do. We
I
want
wanna
to
believe.
believe but we question it.
100%.
This is bullshit. And this is what I wanted to bring up is that, like,
that plane was one of the. I can't believe that actually made it through.
I
Like,
know.
okay, so this would be a good time. I'm going to exit out of this one and bring up Jordan Crowder's because I just, man, it's a face smack for me. So
You can see the lights.
I'm not even gonna play the. I'm not
lights
even gonna play the video,
land. It has its runway lights.
dude.
Like, the red and green lights. Those are
I'm just sitting here laughing.
this is Jordan Crowder's post.
Yeah,
Scroll up and look what he says about it. Scroll up. And
I
look
know,
what he
that's
says.
what I'm saying. They are even simulating
Yes.
the sound of planes. You can tell by the human reactions in dozens of the videos that these things are completely surreal. Cell phone video doesn't do it justice. It just looks like a plane, but according to countless eyewitnesses and the FBI, these are not planes. In the same areas, just a few days ago, the drones all look different. They were seeing orbs and quadricopters. So not only have they stopped, even with the highlighted police or
The
or
heightened.
police and military presence, they are getting bigger, bolder, stranger.
Now
we
they
need
look
Trump.
like planes.
We need Trump and Co. in office ASAP. Like,
Well,
I'm sorry. That is a fucking airplane.
He is
flying
right
over
about Biden being completely asleep at the wheel, though.
Yeah,
He
He
is.
did get one thing correct,
That's a fucking airplane.
Yes.
dude.
There's nothing peculiar about that.
Which again, like, yeah, we've never said that we believe
Dude.
Jordan Crowder. We've played one of his, you know, I
Because
think
he's got
one of-
interesting points. Dude,
Yeah,
he's
he
got
does.
he's got some interesting takes.
I'm sorry, he's flopping on this one. I'm
Fuck
not
yeah.
gonna sit here
Horribly
and
bad.
believe it.
Horribly bad.
Yeah, that it's almost sad.
Stuff like that is like I was saying. It does the whole UFO thing a disservice. You know what I mean? It's just there's no guaranteed anything when it comes to this shit, man. And it's not just one thing. There's a mixture. I'm sure there's some of it that's government classified tech. Who the fuck knows if some of it's real? I'm sure it's not just one thing. It might be a mix of everything. But
so Steezo gave us this one, and sorry, Chris, I agree with you. You know, some of this shit could.
You just have to go through and smack the shit out of some of this stuff because it and get it out of there because it mixed in with the real stuff, it makes everything look bad. It pulls everything else down with it.
It pisses me off because we've been on this stuff, and then all of a sudden this week, all of these random accounts are posting about it.
Right.
And yeah, I'm just more skeptical than most of the people in this world or in this realm of you know, thought. And you guys are too. That's why we do this channel and talk about this stuff because we do genuinely want to believe, but we're not going to sit here and just eat it up, you know?
Right.
So Steezo, you actually gave us this one in Discord.
I remember this one. This one's like,
I haven't watched this yet. So,
I mean, this one's pretty self-explanatory. This is
what is this, bro? What is
Oh,
this?
bro, this is that World X. Is this that from that World X?
I mean, look at
World
the water.
News X.
Look at the water. Look how black
What
and
is
thick
that,
those
bro?
look.
Look,
Wait, it's not
from
that
the
yet.
is this the
actually-
Sci-Fi Channel? Is this the
Yeah.
Sci-Fi Channel?
I
It's
don't
not
know.
even the water's not even moving.
It's not even moving. But listen, just listen to the comments and keep watching.
The acting's horrible so far.
Yeah, this is like look, watch the jets flying. They're following them.
What is this? No, I've never seen
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of this going on right now, man. A lot of these videos, that just the timing is unreal.
what?
I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
bro.
can't.
Yeah.
It's because that shit got real hot on Twitter. That December 3rd alien invasion thing.
Mhm.
Everyone saw it and just ran with it.
I want to
and
look
just
at a
started
couple of these comments.
making shit.
Has
Bro,
anyone verified this video?
Saw this video a few years back. Latest military tech, not alien.
now, how about not real?
Not even-
Yeah.
it's not
Has
even.
anyone verified it?
Fuck.
Dude, it was CGI, right? Like you could tell the water wasn't even Yeah, look at Blur
Dude,
and
I
Randy
can't,
for
I
shakiness
can't.
equals fake.
I've seen video games
Oh,
with better
Hunter,
graphics.
Hunter Biden's
Okay,
so
I'm gonna hope that meme
Oh my
didn't get on
God.
the video.
Someone made a comment though. These were better videos than that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my
The
god.
freaking internet.
That's funny.
I gotta be careful. Let's hope
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, dude, it gives us a bad name. Okay, well, our YouTube channel's name is Aliens of Conspiracy, so clearly we have a level of that. But we're not idiots, We're gonna
Right.
fucking see things for what they are. And I kid you not, other than maybe the Katy, Texas, and that still has a chance of being fake. Other than that, every single one of those, in my opinion, are just bullshit,
Yeah.
disinformation. I
Yeah,
think
there's
I
no
think there's
guarantee on any of them, dude. There's no
yeah.
no guarantee on any of it. You know what I mean?
I think there's a possibility that some of this stuff is real,
Me
and
too. Yeah.
the government knows that, and so they pull their connections to start pushing a whole bunch of bullshit through the pipeline. That's kind of where I'm at. So again, courtesy of Steezo gave us this one. I'm kind of with you, man. I think this has a possibility of being pretty
Yeah.
real.
Make sure you get the volume
Don't
on
read the comments, whatever you do, because I saw
Yeah.
some pretty fucking interesting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So look right here. There will be a light shown at the beginning of the video, and then if you follow my mouse, it goes up to the camera, towards this area. So just pay attention there, because it's kind of hard. You'll miss it if you don't. But yeah, this is the video.
There's another one, it looks like.
Well, that's a planet.
Oh.
So you don't got to worry about that. That
All
just
right.
keeps going down. At 9:45, we stop it. Now I'm going to get right in the way. This appears through the clouds. Watch what happens, because it moves pretty quick. I'll get out of the way. Comes at us and goes over. What do you think that was?
What is it? There's another one, it looks like.
Well, that's a planet.
Oh.
So you don't got to worry about that. That
All
just
right.
keeps going down.
Okay.
So that
So right
footage
there.
is sped up though, or what?
I don't
'Cause
know, but let's see if we
that's
can.
definitely time
I-
lapse
I
forward.
can't slow it down.
The clouds are
But
moving
okay,
too fast.
so look at this dot. If you guys, for those of you who are watching, look at that dot.
Yeah. Watch it and then look at the.
So here it is now, and then it zooms off right about there.
That's crazy because that is moving pretty fast. But now that you mentioned it, Chris, that it's time lapse, that does
Yeah.
kind of make a statement for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, I just noticed that once I saw the clouds, I noticed the time lapse up in the corner.
it's still kind of compelling for me. So
It's definitely interesting. I read some of the comments under the video,
They say.
and a lot of people are saying it's an airplane and it's time lapse footage, so it makes the airplane look.
Possible.
And then a bunch of people are saying it's a fucking bug. They're like, "It's a fucking bug, you idiot! Flying on a time lapse camera."
okay, bug, I think a bug is a
I
little
don't think
far
a
out
bug,
there.
because there
Yeah.
would be some distortion in shape. It would get bigger. It stayed about the same size.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I can't say that I completely believe it's an alien. Like
That one doesn't seem like
or
a plane to me
UFO.
though.
Yeah,
A plane
Yeah.
or a bug. So
Well,
and there's a couple other ones.
I think it was interesting that they had. It was on the news broadcast brought it
For
up. It was
sure.
not going to spring.
Yeah, same.
It was
same.
It was their camera on top of their tower that picked it up, and they decided to go ahead and be, hey, check this
Well,
out.
I say it a lot of the times to people who are completely in denial about this stuff, that there's no such thing as ETs, UFOs, all this other stuff. Like, you're an idiot. Sure, 30, 40 years ago, you could say that. Nowadays, it's kind of hard to deny.
pretty hard. It's pretty
Yeah.
hard
Yeah,
to.
there's something going on, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to believe they're from extraterrestrial. Like, you could 100% believe it's just government tech. But you can't deny that there are anomalies right now.
Right.
Like, it's happening way too often and in way too many areas for you to
Yeah.
sit there and say that we are the crazy ones now, right?
Yeah.
I think the table has flipped a little bit.
100%. 100%.
You know?
It's not as stigmatized as it once was. Like, you can actually talk about it nowadays most of the
Right.
time and have some kind of civil conversation about it. But I mean, there's no guarantees about any of it. Nothing's really been verified. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, you know. You just gotta.
Right. Well, listen, folks. I think we're gonna wrap it up here for tonight. Steezo, thank you for showing up. Chris, thank you for showing up.
Yep.
You know, you can expect another video from us shortly. I thought this was kind of an interesting one to dive into. A lot's been kind of happening this month. And you can catch us on the next video. Have a good night, guys.
Later.
Guys, later.